How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Realit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today we have a lot of information, to put it bluntly, so please sit by and listen, because we're going to go through a lot of things, a lot of rumors, actual leaks, and that sort of stuff. There's a lot of information here. And if you're excited about Generation 8, if you're excited about next year in 2019, what's happening, then this video should give you a lot of information about that. Now, before we get started, I want to give a huge thank you to two people in particular. First of all, I want to give a big thank you to PokeShopper. Now, PokeShopper, which is a website run by Paul Ryan, is literally the only reason this video can be done the way it's being done right now. I'm supporting his Patreon, which, by the way, if you want to get this information earlier and that sort of stuff, definitely check that out. I support his Patreon, and I talk to him a lot, and he's been able to help me, with organizing all this information, getting the correct facts, and all that stuff. Thanks to him, I've been able to establish everything correctly here in this video. So, big thank you to Paul Ryan, PokeShopper. I'll be linking to his Twitter, website, and also his Patreon down below. Do check them out if you guys want to, because he's just a great guy. He's given this community a lot in return. He's been, the go-to guy for Pokemon rumors and all in between there. So, what are we talking about today? Well, basically, there's been a massive amount of leaks and that sort of stuff. So, I've been sitting together with the second person I'm going to thank, which is Mikey, a friend of mine. Been sitting and kind of like trying to piece everything together. Like, what is all this stuff? What does this all mean? And I wrote down a bunch of points. Now, I would put this all in a single video, but it ended up being way too much information to kind of spread over the course of a single, video here. So I decided to split it all into, like, maybe 3 parts. If I can get them all done in 2, I will try, but if it doesn't end up happening, I'll split it into 3, and you guys will get the videos one after each other, one, today or whenever this is uploaded, and then, the next day and the day after that, you'll get the 3rd one. So, just to put it bluntly, that's how we're doing this. Now, what are we talking about today, guys? Well, basically, to put it bluntly, there's been a lot of scans. Now, I'm talking about scans for the merchandise side of Pokemon, right? The plushes, the toys, the TCG, all that stuff, right? And Paul Ryan, aka PokeShopper, has kept up with a lot of this stuff and has been, kind of updating his database and that sort of stuff, and, been sharing a lot of that stuff. And I've been talking to him, like I said, thanks to, him being a great person. He's given me a lot of answers, a lot of help here to figure this all out. Now, what is happening? Well, the first points we're going to go through today, guys, are 2 specific points. The first one is, there seems to be a brand new Pokemon, a hidden brand new Pokemon, that is going to be revealed early-ish 2019. It's going to be one new Pokemon for Generation 8. Now, I'm saying early-ish because we don't actually have a set timing, but usually this Pokemon would be in a similar fashion to something like Magearna, right? But slightly different at the same time as well. And what I mean by this is that, this Pokemon could tie in with the, 2019 Pokemon movie 22, which, for those who do not know, a lot of people don't even know about this, by the way, which is so strange to me. But the next Pokemon movie, the animated movie, I'm not talking about Detective Pikachu. Take Detective Pikachu out of the equation. That's not what's important here. The next Pokemon animated movie, the ones we get every single year for the last 22 years, the next one is going to be movie 22. Okay, and movie 22 is called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. Now, the evolution part is very important. So, on my first point here, we're going to talk about this brand new Pokemon that is going to be revealed, and I'll be showing you images here because there is a scan for it, and I'll be showing you that on the screen so you guys can see what we're talking about, so you understand what my point is. Now, I will also be putting a watermark over this because I received this information from PokeShopper, and he's the one, to credit for all this and the person you should go to. Just so you guys understand. But either way, let's just put it, start with that first, shall we? Which would be the actual image for this, and read the information that's provided here and kind of discuss it a little bit, because you guys know, I want to give my input, my opinions, and my thoughts, and also my theories, because keep in mind, I will give you the facts, but I'll also give you my own opinions and also theories of mine and speculation. So let's start with this first, guys, which is right here. So, first things first, which is this one right here, guys. You'll notice it. It's on my screen. It's up here. It is the product listing for a, I guess, how do I put this bluntly? Right, it's the first quote-unquote leak we'll have for Generation 8. And how do we know this? Well, basically, it's, said by Paul Ryan here, that basically this is an unknown Pokemon entry to the series. Expected release date is 2019 04/30, which I guess that would be putting us in April, I guess, January, February, March, April. Yeah, that would be the 4th month on the 30th. That would be the end of April then, but this is also the expected release date for this, which means we don't have a guarantee that's when it will be shown, but that's the expected time. And also there is other information that, I'll kind of support this with. But next up here, though, is Monster Collection EX EHP16 Unknown Pokemon Figurine. Expected release date 2019-04-30 by Takara Tomy, Japan. A mystery-related Mewtwo piece has appeared. It looks to be the first piece to the tie-in to the Mewtwo movie promotion. It will be available to view and fully revealed for Patreons on February 23rd. So I will be around for February the 23rd, guys, and giving you the info on what this thing actually ended up being. What is this strange little, this new little Pokemon or whatever. But it will be essentially revealed and fully revealed for us on here, because I'll bring you the leak, of course. I'll still, stay a Patreon here on Pokeshopper's, Patreon, so to say. So I'll give you the information once that pops up so you guys know what's going on. So just stick around the channel, you'll know about it. But you can see right up here, guys, it is actually a real thing happening. So February 23rd, put that on your calendars. I'll be there for you guys to provide the information on that. Now, why is this important? Well, this would be our first official Generation 8 new Pokemon. Now, why is this a new Pokemon? Well, as far as Paul Ryan's put it to me, he just says that, okay, it's listed in a manner that tells us that it's a new Pokemon and not just some other random Pokemon that we've, seen a million times before. Now, why do we, how do we know that for a certain? Well, again, like I said, he pointed out the listing for it specifically, doesn't say like new Pokemon or whatever, but like it has a kind of wording. I think he said something like a new type, aka not like a new literal typing, don't think of it that way, but like a new type, aka new type of Pokemon, is what's going to be revealed here. So I'm really excited for this, guys. Now, that was the first thing we were going to talk about, but what is this? Well, basically, this is the confirmation that we're going to be getting a brand new Pokemon. Now, to kind of put it bluntly, right, I've done two parts here, and I'll give you the other set of the information here as well, but that kind of was pertaining for a different image, which was this image right here, which we'll go into later, and that will be a separate part, but it turns out that image is more related to Mewtwo. Now, what do we talk about over here? Well, basically, these are the listings for some brand new pieces of merchandise coming from Takara Tomy, or, the guys who make these sort of things. Now, what is this saying here right here? Well, basically, it's listing that there are going to be two unknown Pokemon in this set. Now, of course, I'll transition this clip here into another clip in a second. You guys will see what I mean, because I kind of got something here a bit wrong, and I want to edit this quickly in. But basically what it says right here, and this is what I forgot to mention earlier, and I'll mention it now. But basically, Monster Collection EX EMC 06 Unknown Pokemon, expected release date 2019-05-31 by Takara Tomy, Japan. That one seems to be the one that's going to be the brand new Pokemon, while the other one right below that, which is the other unknown Pokemon, which says Monster Collection EX EHP 16, not 06, says Unknown Pokemon, expected release date 2019-04-30 by Takara Tomy. Now, once we get to the other part of this video, which, or the previous part, which I was talking about the brand new Pokemon, this is the brand new Pokemon thing, right? This right here seems to be related more to Mewtwo. This seems to be more Mewtwo related. The whole, like, unknown Pokemon entry to the series, expected release date 2019-04-30. It seems that it was confirmed by Pokeshopper here, which I kind of missed while going through all the information, because there was so much of it. But I missed it, and apparently it does say here, as I kind of scroll down, it does say here, it's confirmed to be related to Mewtwo. That one is, but the other one above that is not, though. The one that says Unknown Pokemon EMC 06, that one isn't confirmed yet. The other one is, though, confirmed to be something related to Mewtwo. Now, it does seem to be something brand new, so it could be something brand new with Mewtwo, which means it most likely won't just be a basic Mewtwo. It's something evolution most likely related, so we'll see what that is, though. But for the other Pokemon, well, it's going to have a similar leak like these ones right here. It's going to have something similar to what you see here on screen. This is what it's most likely going to look like, and it's probably going to hold some decent level of information for us. But I want to kind of give you an update here, because you probably watched the earlier part, and I was saying that the other image here, that this one was related to Mewtwo, which this was related to the brand new Pokemon. It kind of is, but it's something Mewtwo related, so to say. The other one here, the one at the top here, is the one that's actually related, inherently related to a brand new Pokemon, and that's the one we're going to also most likely get some information on, hopefully as soon as possible. We're still not 100% sure about it, but it's besides the point, though. I know Joe's been saying, or, sorry, not Joe, Paul has been saying that he's trying to like, pin down when this brand new Pokemon is going to be officially revealed for us, and all that stuff. But again, if I'm getting these listings wrong, I will make sure to, check with Paul, and I'll, update you in a future video. If you guys are, constant watchers of the channel, I'll make sure to update you. But let's go back to the rest of the video now, shall we? again, we have more stuff here, because guys, I mentioned there's a lot of Mewtwo, going on next year, with the brand new Mewtwo movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, the brand new movie, which we don't really know what it is yet. It was such a vague, reveal for that movie. Like, all we really saw for it, keep in mind, guys, all we really saw for Mewtwo Strikes Back Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution was just kind of like the title and just the fact that Mewtwo's there, you know what I mean? And that's it, right? We don't know anything else. Will it be a remake of the original Mewtwo Strikes Back, which was the first Pokemon movie? Will it be a retelling? Will it be a totally different movie, but just with the same-ish name, plus evolution at the end? Or will it be, quote-unquote, a kind of like a reimagining, like an evolved version of that movie? What will it be? Now, there are a lot of theories, and especially this feels like it's going to be a big deal, especially with the new Pokemon being revealed as well, because we know next year is Generation 8. A lot of people are doubting what the next generation game is going to be, but let me tell you this, right? So, I put this down here just to make sure that I remember this, but here's what the thing is, right? Mewtwo and Meltan, plus Let's Go, are getting a decent chunk of merch in 2019, and Generation 8 merch is not far in the distant future. This is what I, collected together from what I've heard from, again, Paul Ryan, who does handle all things merchandise. If you want to know merchandise-related stuff, guys, PokeShopper, aka Paul Ryan, he has all that stuff. He has all that for you guys. Literally, he knows all that stuff. And I trust him 100%. The guy has predicted and seen and, not predicted, but rather, he's known about these things way ahead of time, because this man is on the inside when it comes to merchandise leaks. So I trust him on this. Now, what do we talk about next? Well, there is another thing that you guys may want to see here, which I'll, try to show you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So let's start with that now and show you the actual image here. So, what is this, guys? Well, this is the first set of official merchandise for Meltan. Now, why is this important? Well, Meltan is here alongside a few other Pokemon. Now, there's another thing I should add in here, which I'll get to soon. But let's look at this, right? So we have got Meltan, we've got Pikachu, we got, what's the name of that? Oh, I always forget the name of the second evolution. I never played with Popplio, so I can't remember the second evolution or whatever. But, we got Shaman as well, and a hidden Pokemon. Now, the hidden Pokemon there, I think it was confirmed that might be a Mewtwo. I could be wrong about that, but I think that might have been confirmed. I might be wrong, okay? I might be wrong. I don't want to say, I don't want to hastily just claim that, but I might be wrong about that one. I don't remember if I actually, asked, Paul Ryan, or not sure if I asked Paul if that was what it was, but besides that point, though, why is this actually, important for us? Well, it establishes a theme, right? Which is that currently what's happening with Pokemon is that they are phasing out, okay? They're phasing out all things Gen 7, which means that we are going to start seeing so many Generation 8 leaks, scans, all that stuff is going to be happening very intensely in the coming days. On top of that, we have other rumors about the new Pokemon movie being, having its trailer drop very soon. There's a rumor about that, which I'll cover in the next part of this video, or, next part of these rumors and whatnot. But, all this stuff is happening. So many things are popping up, and my phone just blew up. But all these things are happening. There's so many things popping up here and there, including, again, these merchandise leaks. Now, again, let's get back to this, right? What is important about this is that we have a kind of connection with, specifically a connection with Generation 4 here as well. And also, we have Mewtwo. Now, Mewtwo, this is what I was told by Paul Ryan. It seems like the merchandising side of the Pokemon, franchise is really revving up the engine for Mewtwo to get a lot of attention in 2019 with a lot of new merchandise. When I say a lot, I really mean a lot. Like, I think it's going to be a plethora of it, right? A decent chunk of it. But why does this even matter? Well, Mewtwo, you might think, okay, Ruffled, well, Mewtwo is a big, famous Pokemon. Everybody loves Mewtwo, you know what I mean? It's a Pokemon that always has a lot of merchandise. You're right. But the thing, though, is, the last time they revved up the merchandising for Mewtwo this much was back in the movie which had Mewtwo in it in X and Y. That movie was also the movie that kind of introduced us into the prospect of Mega Evolution. That was the movie that kind of gave us the general gist of what Mega Evolution were gonna be, and kind of the introduction into the 6th generation of Pokemon. Now, what I want to get across here is that this movie is called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, the new one that's coming in 2019. Evolution. Now, I don't know about you guys, but there is this lingering feeling within me that this next movie is going to have some level of some sort of new feature in it. Because there's like this similar feeling going on right now, this similar like thing going on, where it feels like they are planning on definitely revealing something brand new in that movie, especially when they're including Shaman in there as well in that movie, most likely, because it seems like Shaman is part of the movie 22 promotion cycle, as far as I can tell from what I've read from, you know, Paul here. Again, if I get anything wrong, I'll update you in part 2. Hopefully I don't, but I think that should just give you a general gist of things, right, guys? So, what's happening right now? Let's summarize everything we've said so far, because I don't want to keep these videos too long. I want to make sure to keep them, you know, in a nice little manner, but let's summarize this in a simple state, okay? Number 1, there is a brand new Pokemon that will be revealed and will be leaked. Brand new one, okay? Will be revealed on February, okay? Stick around for then, because I will be here. I'll be making videos as usual, guys. I'll be here for you, making sure that you guys get this information. And of course, please, if you want to get this info on your own and you don't want to wait for my videos, check out Paul Ryan, check out PokeShopper, and make sure to join his Patreon, because that will be the best way for you to get this information quickly. Now, number 2. Okay, what's number 2? Well, basically, Mewtwo is getting a movie, and this movie has evolution attached to it. The last time we got something new in terms of evolutions was literally Mega Evolutions. I haven't seen anything evolution based, you know, some sort of new feature, some sort of new gimmick, none of that since Mega Evolutions, right? We didn't have anything in between there. We had Z moves in Gen 7. We haven't had anything new in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. We haven't had anything new, you know, in ORAS besides new Megas. And since then, we haven't seen any new feature or anything big happen with Mega Evolutions. We haven't even seen any new Megas since then. So what will this movie do? Will it introduce a new feature to Mega Evolution? Or will it introduce some new, totally new evolution method? Or will there be something totally different in this? I'm very curious to know, but that's the big thing here, guys. So keep in mind, there's a lot of Mewtwo merch coming, a lot of Meltan merch as well, but Mewtwo seems to be getting a lot of attention as of recent, and also, Let's Go is getting some of its merchandise out as well. And do remember, Gen 7's merchandise is being phased out. It's being, you know, it's like, okay, this is officially the end of that run, right? We're done with Generation 7. We're phasing out that merchandise. We're starting a new set of merchandising. And this new set of merchandising is going to be Generation 8 in the very, very close future. Very close, guys. So, like I said, new Pokemon, definitely coming soon. We looked at the scans. I'm very curious as to what it's going to be, what it's going to look like, and if it's going to be like a proper, you know, interesting brand new Pokemon, and probably maybe, hopefully the first one, you know, for the next generation. It would be really awesome, and I can't wait to see it. And of course, I want to know what the deal is with Mewtwo, because there is something happening with Mewtwo, guys. And remember, I will go more in-depth about this in the next video, about Mewtwo's connection, the movie, and also Shaman, Generation 4, and all that stuff. I'll go more in-depth on that in the next video, but for now, this is what I want to tell you. There are some interesting things happening, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mirofloralits, and I've got some more stuff to show you in the next one, guys. Either way, thank you so much for watching this one. I'll see you all later, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.